ADFEST, I like to talk about ADFEST as a principle first, why we do it. And primarily, we thought at the time that the creative quality in Asia, this is going back 20, 30 years now, was very low. So a primary objective is to promote, encourage the standard of creativity over the region. And the second thing is that we felt at the time we were learning the wrong lesson, copying what the Western brands are doing, when in fact we should be very much aware of our indigenous culture, because Asia is a place with a lot of culture and history, and we should make more use of what we have rather than trying to copy other countries. And of course, we feel that Asia should have a center, a forum where Asian people can meet, exchange ideas, make friends, etc., etc. So these are some of the primary objectives of ADFEST. However, another part of it is that when you talk about promoting creativity, for example, one of the reasons is that there has to be a competition and award. It's like in the Olympic, if you run the fastest, you win. So here is a way of promoting creative value through awards. No? However, some people kind of misconstrue ADFEST as being an award show. It's not. It's primarily a learning center, a place where you pick up knowledge and all these other things. Award show is really the part that follows it and not precedes it. And that's what I want to say about ADFEST as an entity. Well, the fact that people come and said what we want to do, and said, yes, I have enjoyed it here, I learned something, etc. And we have an award called the Lotus Root, which promotes a great use of one's own indigenous culture. And people said, we recognize that, we like that, and also it's something that we promote and it's recognized. So I'm very happy with that. But more than that, ADFEST has something called the Young Lotus Workshop, which is really a scholarship to promote young creative people in the region to come, actually free for them, to attend ADFEST. And over the year, this is one of the most useful and popular program of ADFEST. I have had people who come to me, introduce themselves, and said, oh, they are now creative director of so and so, etc., etc. And many years ago, they were students of the Young ADFEST workshop, and that is how they were inspired and how it all started. And in a way, you feel that you sow seed, and here you see the fruits of it. So that's something money cannot buy. I really am very proud of that. So that's about it. And we're always very glad that people come and enjoy themselves, saying, "Oh, what a good time!" And I guess in a way, it's Thailand. When you come, Thai people, the first thing you see is they smile at you, and that creates a kind of reverberation. People come here, when you see people smile, you can't help but smile back. So the whole atmosphere of ADFEST is really a place of friendliness, and it sort of feeds on itself. So I'm very happy that people say this about us, as opposed to many other places. Well, to be honest, I don't really know much about it. I mean, in the beginning, it was not AI, it was just computer, you know. They were really gigantic memory banks. But things evolve. When we start to make them do more complicated things, and these days, of course, AI has become very smart. And some of the things that human used to do are being very quickly replaced by AI. You know, a lot of bank branches, for example, are closing down because a lot of the works are now done by machines. You know? So I think this is an interesting time, and people are a little bit apprehensive. What is going to go on, you know, in the future? Will I lose my job? That kind of apprehension. I don't have an answer for that, no? So I guess all I can hope for is that AI a machine, no? And they can do things logically up to a point. And I hope the difference is that the human who are smarter will survive, because AI can never do some of those things, you know? Starting with emotion, ending with creativity. These are the things that I think we can do. But ultimately, I don't see it as a kind of machine versus man. I rather see it as machine and man. So I think we have to look at it as this combination, and how to sort of get better together rather than, you know, they will destroy us. That kind of antagonistic feeling. I don't believe in it. I mean, I don't know what will happen, but I hope that it will be a happy ending story. That's really in my view. And I guess we have a lot of expert people coming to this event specifically to talk about it. So I hope at the end people will go away with a more clear vision of what the hell is going on in this very fast-moving event or evolution, if you like. And it's probably, I look at this ADFEST event as a kind of a freeze frame of something that is moving very fast, that is evolving. And people may look back in time and say, oh yeah, I remember that. That was the stage of the evolution. And at least we are a kind of a watermark that people can gauge. I hope so. That's the idea of this ADFEST.